Hair flip. I'm only like 5 minutes late, so this is what we're not about to do. Hair flip. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Oh my goodness. Hi. Shit that y'all rushing me. Hey. Hi. Welcome back to your boy SeanDavieWay. Welcome back to another Survivors Chris Stokes as well. We about to get into it because I'm a messy ass speech. Y'all know I'm messy, and on top of me being messy, y'all know how strongly I feel about this topic. And it's been around for too long. These allegations first came out in 2007. It's 2021. Nothing has been done about this. Okay? So I'm gonna stay on this shit. Every time something new develops, I'm gonna bring it forward. I don't care who don't like it, especially Christopher the Bergen Lester, especially the Bergen Lester beige boy, Christopher Stokes. Yeah, fuck you. So I'm here, flip. So yeah, I don't give no damn about him being upset. I've spoke to Chris multiple times. It's fuck him. So who gonna check me? So I'm here, flip. So let's get right into it. I've already had y'all waiting since let me see. She had to correct me and say 6 minutes. Midwest Jamaica. It was actually 6 minutes, Sean, but whatever. I love you guys. Oh my goodness, let's get into it. Boop. So if you don't know, now you know. Okay. So actually, before we get into this article, let's get into why we're talking about this again. Let's do that. Boom. So Raz B of B2k posted this. I'm gonna move it, y'all. I'm gonna move it out of my face. I know y'all want to see my face. Raz B posted this on Instagram the other day, and he tagged a few blogs underneath it. So you know, me and my good messy ass, I went right underneath that same post, and I tagged all the blogs that Raz B had tagged. I'm like, yeah, hello. So he didn't tag the neighborhood talk. So I tagged the neighborhood talk, and I can show y'all. It's nothing. Hold up. It's nothing. Oh no, actually, he removed the post. But no, I posted it on my page too, and I still tagged, I believe, those same people. Hold on. Hold up. Y'all be trying to act like I don't care. Yes, I do. Hold on. Okay, bam. Let me move this. Look at the Lord. So if you look, let me make it bigger. I tagged Raz B, Hollywood Unlocked, and the Neighborhood Talk. Okay. So and this was 3 days ago. 3 days ago. It said 3 days ago. Okay. This happened 3 days ago. So I went under there immediately, and because I care about this. So, fuck that shit. So I was just like, yeah, Raz, we see you. So I wanted to help him get his word out, and he tagged these same blogs. Well, he tagged Hollywood Unlocked and a couple other blogs, Shade Room, stuff like that. I tagged the Neighborhood Talk and whatnot, and the Neighborhood Talk did share this. Hair flip. Now, I'm not going to say that they did it because of me, bitch. I'm not going to say they did because of me, but I'm hoping they did because I wanted to make sure that, his word was being spread. He was putting it out there because he wants, he wants it to be known. So I wanted to make sure he got some help. What the fuck is they talking about? So Hollywood Unlocked posted it. The Neighborhood Talk posted it. Oh my goodness. So let's keep going. So and this is one of the posts that he read, but remove this real quick and we're gonna pull this back up. And he posted this and he said, and whoever or a BET, obviously talking about BET, is playing Chris Stokes movies, man, y'all is fucked up. So he's mad that Chris Stokes, stuff is still being played after what he did to them, and they've never gotten any, peace from it or justice. So but he posted this first. He posted, just found out certain B2k members, so meaning more than one, got me blocked. I just feed your kids, I just fed your kids, nigga. They must be protecting pedophiles. So this was the first one that was alarming. And everybody was just like, whoa. Well, I know I was just like, oh shit. Like, who you talking about? So obviously, we knew he was talking about because he doubled down with this right after and said, and whoever or a BET is playing Chris Stokes movies, man, y'all fucked up. Okay? So right after, pretty much, Raz posted this stuff, it was a post and delete. After he tagged people he was going to tag. So Christopher of the fucking beige fucking Stokes gonna post this. I don't care what I allowed in the past. Try me today. Okay? So basically what Christopher Bergen Lester is trying to say is that I didn't sue y'all in the past, but y'all got me fucked up. But he's never sued them. Okay? And this has happened since 2007. And I don't know why people only push the narrative that Raz B is the only one to come forward. Other members have come forward. Now, it might not have been downright out them coming forward, but they've come forward. J-Book, Lil Fizz, Beach. The only one that didn't necessarily come forward and say anything about a sexual allegation is Omarion. Now, I will give that to the Bergen Lester. Omarion has not said anything that has happened between him and anybody, man, sexually due to Christopher of the fucking Stokes. Okay? But I'm going to show y'all in this video that, yes, J-Boog, he basically admitted it. Lil Fizz basically admitted it. I'm like, y'all, do y'all not know that y'all saying that he right? Do y'all not know that y'all is agreeing with him right now? Y'all not saying... We're going to get into it. Hi, Juanas! So we are definitely about to get into the shit beach. So come on, let's do it, baby. So let's get into the road of this. Let's get into the road. Because, Raz came forward and stated, that certain members of the group has had him blocked, and things of that nature. So let's get into when this started back up. Let's with the tour beach. So with the Millennium Tour that they did. So let's get into this article. Shout out to the Griot. I believe, yes, the Griot. Raz B bows out of B2k's tour based on allegations of child sexual abuse against manager. So let's get into this. The singer goes as far in on, is it on or in, whatever, Instagram post to demand a surviving Chris Stokes documentary, but the allegation has created a schemish and popular group. Okay, a skirmish and popular group. So Raz B posted, now I don't know why I can't find it, but I've been looking for, but I remember Raz B had posted this, like, basically like a picture of a promotion for surviving Chris Stokes. So he said that he was gonna make one. All right. He said he was gonna make one. We still waiting for a Raz, but he said he was gonna make one, and I want to fucking see it, bitch. I'm here for it. So now singer Raz B, a founding member of R&B band B2k, took to Instagram to announce he is quitting the group's reunion Millennium Tour because he feels unsafe with the group's former manager around, who he accuses of sexually abusing him. Okay, so why would in this time he still be saying, because this was in 2019. So why would he still be from 2007 all the way to now, still stating that these things happened to him? Obviously, if he didn't even feel comfortable enough to finish a tour just because this person's presence, not because of what they said to him, not because of, them threatening him, just the presence alone is to make him that uncomfortable to where he doesn't even want to be here anymore. Because with how the tour was set up, although Chris Stokes owns the B2k name, and things like that, they don't need him to tour. They are adults, and they basically took care of this themselves. His signature on a couple places, but the majority of it, them to take care of this themselves. He's not needed. So for him to come on to the tour, I feel like Raz B is right. I feel that that's, the true reason to why, he left. So, Raz B is officially off the tour. He announces in the Instagram video, I don't feel safe because I feel like Chris Stokes is around. So guess what? I'm off the tour. Good luck, everybody. No disrespect to Omarion because he's my brother. Omarion, if you want to come and talk to me, If you want to come talk to me and you want me to do the tour, I'll do the tour. But I'm officially off the tour. Okay? All because of this motherfucker's presence, bitch. So Raz adds, oh, guess what? I guess we're about to shoot the new Surviving Chris Stokes movie, right? So call Lifetime because I'm ready to talk. He said, making a reference towards a recently aired Surviving R. Kelly docuseries, Beach. Since 2007, Raz has accused Stokes, the former manager of B2k, of molesting him when he was around 11 years old. He said the abuse started one day while Chris was like, let me touch you. I can't speak for everybody, but if you want my personal opinion, I think he did touch all the other group members. Razby's brother, Ricardo Thornton, Ricky Romance, whom was on our show, shout out to Ricky Romance, confirmed the abuse, claiming that Stokes sexually abused him as well. Stokes, Chris, made me take showers with other boys and all that shit. My brother was introduced to that shit, was brought to me first, and I blocked that shit. I wasn't with it. I backed off. I was kind of new and wasn't going on over there, right? And yet I took my brother over to Chris. I didn't protect him like I should have. Stokes molested my brother and molested me, Thornton said, according to hotnewhiphop.com. He said the same things here. Okay, his story was the same. His story didn't change. He said he talked about showers, and things of that nature. He didn't add a whole bunch of stuff that he didn't make up a bunch of outlandish shit. No, the same stuff he's been saying since forever, since it started happening, is what he stated. He didn't come in here, and make up a colorful lie, for people to make them, like, no, nope. That's not what he did. That's not what he did. That's not what he did. So let's keep going. Stokes was also accused of mismanaging the group's finances. When the allegations first surfaced, Omarion chose sides with Stokes. This is what Omarion said. When this first happened, I want to be on record saying that Razby Thornton and Ricardo Thornton are lying regarding to Chris Stokes, Omarion said. Hotnewhiphop.com reported. Chris is a father figure to myself and many others in the industry. He guided us, helped raise us, and is nothing more than an inspiration and someone I respect and look up to. I have spent countless hours, days, weeks, and months with the man since the age of 5 and have never once seen him behave inappropriately. He's married to my aunt, and I know this man very well, Omarion continued. I stand behind him with no question whatsoever. I have grown up with Chris, and this is crazy to me. These people have damaged me and my reputation. I won't stand silent and will do all with my means to speak the truth about this matter. It's unclear how Omarion is handling Raz's latest announcement. Okay. Stokes has also denied the assertions and threatened legal action. All the allegations they made are false, Stokes said in the past, according to hotnewhiphop.com. I'm not gay. And I'm married and I have 4 kids. I have been with my wife for 16 years and I am not a child molester. Liar. So those are false allegations. I'm gonna sue them. I'm gonna sue them, which never fucking happened. And I owe that to my wife and kids, period. It's ridiculous. The B2k Reunion Tour began March 8th and will wrap up April 28th. Okay, so this was in 2019. It is 2021, and there's still no fucking lawsuit, Chris. Where's this lawsuit if Raz is lying? Because this is what Raz said during the tour. Let's get into what he said. Let's get into it.
Actually, let me correct myself. Razby is officially off the tour. I don't feel safe because I feel like Chris Stokes is around.
Oh, okay.
So guess what?
What?
I'm off the tour.
Period.
Good luck to everybody. No disrespect to Amari because he's my brother. Amari, if you come talk to me and you want me to do this tour, I'll do this tour, but I'm officially off the tour. Okay? Oh, and guess what? I guess we're about to shoot the new Surviving Chris Stokes
Oh, okay.
movie, right? So, yo, Ricky Rowe, call Lifetime because I'm ready to talk.
He said Ricky Rouse. So he was talking to his brother, whom was on this show. Should we play it again? Just for shits and giggles?
Actually, let me correct myself. Raspy is officially off the tour. I don't feel safe because I feel like Chris Stokes is around. So guess what? I'm off the tour. Good luck to everybody. No disrespect to Mari because he's my brother. Mari, if you come talk to me, you want me to do this tour, I'll do this tour, but I'm officially off the tour. Okay? Oh, and guess what? I guess we're about to shoot the new Surviving Chris Stokes movie, right? So, yo, Ricky Rowe, call Lifetime because I'm ready to talk.
I just feel so bad for this man. Like, and could you imagine this person, what, 14 years later, still just walking around free, just able to throw this shit in your face anytime they want to? Ugh. Moving right along. Beyond Michael Jackson, B2k Boy a Man member, Raz B. Go away. Rasby forgotten molestation allegations. Okay. All right. So the pop star has had a difficult time dealing with, and now this was in 2019 when this article was published. The pop star has had a difficult time dealing with his trauma during B2k Reunion Tour, which has divided the group's fans, but his courage in speaking out shouldn't be forgotten. Okay. B2K, the popular early out boy band, has been on stage and back in news lately as the reunion tour continues to unravel. The Millennium Tour, which launched earlier this month, features original boy banders Lil Fizz, Omarion, Raspy, and J-Bug. As this weekend, tensions within the quartet have been dutifully chronicled on social media. A recent video, which reshared on the Shade Room, which was what we just watched, account showed Raspy storm off the concert stage. Okay. So Raspy stormed off stage and he threw his microphone. Okay. And this is when he noticed that Chris was there. So this is what I'm saying. This, I just don't feel like he's making this up, Christopher fucking Bergen Lester Stokes, you beige bitch. I just don't feel like he's making this up. Just for him to see you during a performance and break performance, dropping fucking microphones and stuff just on the sight of you, and then quitting the tour, all because of the sight of you. But you ain't do nothing. All this is made up. But just the sight of you is enough to make all of that come back. It's not that Chris said anything to him. It's not that Chris did anything to him. It was just the sight of him. That was enough. The sight of him caused all of this commotion, yet Raz is doing all of this for no reason. He is a drama queen that is making up critical allegations against this man that is his family for no reason. Mm, mm, mm. And I'm just supposed to believe it just for no reason. Like he is completely making this up. Okay, all right. In a clip, a visibly frustrated Raz B, aka Demario Monte Thornton, appears to throw his mic down and exit mid-concert. But according to the comment on the Shade Room's post, Raz was dealing with the technical issue the fan wrote. Now, this is the excuse they tried to say. I was there. The man was having problems with his headsets and mics. He walked around the stage to stage right where the sound booth was to get another mic, went back to finish the show. The singer himself corroborated, commenting back, facts. Okay. But there are clearly problems here that go deeper than a mic malfunction. In a subsequent Instagram story, Raspy shared his own stream of consciousness, writing, it really sucks this being my dream tour. He continued, I'm clearly alone in this. Nashville, Tennessee, it's been real. At Omarion, thanks for being there for me when nobody else would. I suggest nobody talk to me because none of y'all understand what I am walking through. Yet this had to do with a microphone malfunction. It wasn't the side of Chris Stokes. It was the microphone. And Raz B said facts. Then why did you write this right after? Then why did you write this right after? So nobody knows what you're going through. Well, are you talking about your other group members because they have pushed this under the rug and you have not? Are you talking about that? And why you feel alone? Because they should feel how you feel when they see him, but they don't? Mm. Raz has been very transparent about the personal cost of highly anticipated reunion. Earlier this month, the R&B artist posted a video in which he explained why he would be quitting the tour only 4 days in. Raz, who has long accused former, we go right back into it, but this has nothing to do with, it was the microphone, there was a malfunction, but Raz, who has long accused former manager, B2k Mastermind field director and older cousin Chris Stokes of sexually abusing him, shared, "I don't feel safe because I feel like Chris Stokes is around. So guess what? I'm off the tour. Good luck to everybody. No disrespect. Omari is my brother. Omari, if you want, same thing we just talked about." So let's get into the rest of this. But to the relief of B2K fans everywhere, Raz B quickly, wait, is this what I want right now? Okay. I believe this. Okay, this is because then we're going on to the next. Okay. So Raspy comes back to the group. Like he says, "I'm a work in progress." And then on social media, the reactions Raspy physically apparent. Inner turmoil have been mixed. Some fans have echoed the singer's own call for a surviving Chris Stokes style documentary and extensive reckoning with serious allegations that Raz has been making for over a decade. Others have criticized him sharply for his unprofessionalism and accused him of ruining their concert experience, with little mention or regard of the potential toll of revisiting a traumatic period in his life, which it is. I mean, B2K that was his life, and all of that happened. A lot of it, transpired over the time of being in that group. He didn't like the sexual abuse that happened to him, but it doesn't mean that he didn't enjoy being in the group. So that's the thing. He enjoyed being in B2K. He loved the group. What he didn't like was the abuse. So being back on tour around these same people, that you grew to love, this brotherhood, that because they said Raz, all of the members to him are innocent. Amarion's done nothing to him. Fizz has done nothing to him. Boog has done nothing to them. Anything that allegedly happened between them was due to the abuse that allegedly Chris Stokes was placing upon him. So he looks to them as innocent. He doesn't look at them because this happened to us. It didn't just happen to me. So being back in that mindset with these guys who you grew a brotherhood with, and then all of a sudden the person that took you through all of this trauma just reappears in this same set situation. So in his mindset, it could have went back to the abuse is about to start happening again. Because this is the set. This was how it was. Whether it happened after they got off stage, where it happened on tour buses or the hotel room, like whatever put him back in the mindset of it, because he's never truly dealt with it. He's trying to, but it's like he can't fully. It's like he takes 2 steps forward and then takes 10 steps back. So it's a hard situation, to be placed in, with nobody acknowledging the fact and why you feel how you feel about this party. So when you want nothing to do with Chris as a person that has been abused allegedly by him, and to see your counterparts hug this person or shake this person's hand or greet him, knowing what he did to you, it's enough to kind of drive you insane, because you can't control how other people react to something that happened to you, rather happen to you together. Or what, we're all different. So we all take things differently. Your role doesn't mean that it's going to be mine. So Raz feels that they should have more in common with how he feels about Chris Stokes, but they don't. They feel completely different than how he does because of money, business, a lot of other things that, they look over it for. you know, Raz can't help but look right at it. You know, everybody else looks around it. Raz B cannot. You know, his truth is his truth. You know, so I'm moving right along, so let's get into the B2k Tour Secrets. What happened on tour? B2k overcame trust issues to launch epic reunion shows. Okay. So it's pretty spectacular. But ever wonder what happens once the curtains close and the lights go up? Are there diva tantrums, catty fights between dancers, tour riders demanding vitamin water, or bathe pet dogs? Yes, Mariah, we might be looking at you for that one, girl. But if you have, but this is the show, right? Right. Okay, yeah. Because so they did a show of them getting back together, and it's on Zeus, I believe. Yes, it's on Zeus. So I watched a few episodes of it. I would definitely tell you guys to go and check it out as well. But we're going to get into this interview here that this article has of Raz B, because I think that this is a really good interview. So let's get into it. So it says we also got a chance to see. Are we? My phone, y'all. Are we in the interview yet? Okay. Okay. So yes, okay. So we have so much to talk about. Told Raz B. Okay, so let's get into this interview. Raz says we also got a chance to see that. Yeah, we grew up. We grew up together. We spent a lot of time together, but we spent so much time away from each other that when we spent time with each other, but we had such a big impact that essentially it kept us together. He says it was so interesting to get around my boys because I don't care what anybody may say, there's love there. So he was just saying that, you know, he was happy, you know, to be back around the guys. Like no matter what people say about them, we definitely have a brotherhood. You know, we definitely love each other. You know, we fucking grew up together under forced kind of, you know, because they're, you know, you can't help who in the group, you know, yeah, you know, so but so at the same time, like you said, there was always love there. So after so many years apart, it's natural that B2k had their reservations about getting back together. The music industry looks a lot different now to how it was when they were in their late teens and you know, oh, the early days. Yeah. So Raspy, real name Mario Thornton, said how they overcame this obstacle. Eventually, I had to kind of move out of the way because we're all grown men, and there's still a lot of trust issues and things that we have to develop. So I allowed everyone to negotiate the deals separately, and that way we could all get it. We could all get what it is that we would feel that we were entitled to, because things are a little bit different compared to where we were as kids in terms of our structure. You know, the business wasn't right as kids. Okay, so they got fucked over financially as kids, and all of them said it, including Jay. All of them, except for Omarion. Omarion was the only one that stuck around because Omarion did. Oh, he did that album, Entourage. He did all of that underneath Chris Stokes. So when the group broke up, Omarion was the only one that stayed with Chris Stokes. Everybody else separated. You know, and then Omarion stayed there, and then all of that came out. He went on tour. Then him and Bow Wow did the best before. So he was getting paid, you know, but they weren't. You know, the other band members. Okay. So once the business side was handled, B2k hit the road, and it's safe to say the reunion was a success, with fans now begging for European dates. Raz B admits he's up for coming over to the UK, but the final decision rests on the other group members. With all four members having big personalities, fans are desperate to know whether B2k really get along when they leave the stage and head backstage. Opening up about the dynamic between them behind the scenes, the 34-year-old said, I spoke to all the guys, but me and Omarion spent a lot of time together because we were sharing dressing rooms at the beginning of the tour. So we had a lot of bonding time to talk about stuff. Me and Bug are real close. We've always been close since we were kids, and me and Fizz just some really mature adult conversations. They really have grown up, In recent weeks, there's been no escaping the controversy that embroiled B2K. It was confirmed that Omarion's ex-girlfriend, April Jones, is dating the B2K's bandmate Fizz. A messy situation, but one Raz B isn't focusing on. These problems and speculations been going on, and they just did a whole tour in front of you. Raz said of the group's professionalism. So basically saying like Omarion kept it extremely professional because they were dating the whole tour, so he was like, that says a lot about Omarion, to where there was no beef or anything, so whatever. But Rasby says, I really don't know too much about it because I'm really not in it, but I think Omarion spoke for himself best, so you can see Raz isn't, he's not psycho, he's not crazy, where Chris Stokes trying to make it seem like he's crazy, but whatever. He says, I'll probably have a stronger opinion in my full disclosure documentary, but for now, I think Omarion spoke his piece. If you guys are in love, then leave them out of it. Don't try to parade his name around. Leave him out of it. Speaking to Raz on the phone, he's open and honest and funny. Nothing like the eccentric persona he's been portrayed as over the years. As people try to make Raz B seem like he's just crazy. He's this person that just rambles and rambles and rambles, and he's really not like that. So addressing his reason for walking out of the B2K's early reunion shows, he said, frankly, I never officially left the tour in the beginning. I'm so passionate about my tour that when some things are not right, there are some things that triggered me to piss me off, and to piss me the fuck off, my fault. And I expressed how I felt. So when he says triggered, Chris Stokes was triggering. That was triggering. I'm sure that's what was triggering. So with the respect of everyone's business dealings, I didn't want to mess up something that we worked so hard to build. During B2K's lengthy hiatus, Rasby spent 7 years living and working in China, where he says he worked on bridging the gap between China and the US regard the entertainment industry. Raz says, I'm very involved in what's going on in China and America when it comes to the entertainment business, and then purchasing certain companies and buying licenses for major companies. But my album is more R&B based, which is entitled Full Disclosure, because I want to get back to the essence of what it is that people loved about B2K and about that sound. He's also been very busy working on building new artists like Renee from Switzerland and Nahida, a rising star from London underneath his independent record label. That's pretty much it. But yeah, so he does, outwardly state, that he was triggered. He didn't say nothing about no fucking microphone. He said he was triggered, and he was triggered by the side of Chris Stokes. Okay. So let's get into this next article before we get messy. Okay, Rasby's briefly quits reunion tour over claims that he doesn't feel safe with former manager and amid sexual abuse allegations. So this article is very short, so I'm not gonna read it, but he did state some things, about why he was on the tour and how he kept, saying things to his fans, because a lot of fans did feel some type of way with how Rasby was responding, because it did kind of make people feel like they were being insensitive to what he was going through. But still, at the same time, a lot of fans, especially B2K fans, have waited a very long time, for this group to come back together and collaborate and, do their thing. So they kind of felt like, we didn't pay our money for this, like we wanted to see you guys together. And so, they were torn, because most, all of them, I'm sure, can sympathize and empathize with the fact that, Raz B has allegedly been abused, by Chris Stokes, but still at the same time, like they still love him, as an artist. And it's hard to separate the two, so I get it. Raz is an artist, and I'm sure he wanted to stay professional. But then when you look and you see this person standing over behind the stage looking at you like this, how would you feel if the person that did all this crazy, heinous shit to you, you turn to the right as you about to hit a note and you see him standing there staring at you like this. He go to hit that boom cat. You know, Raspy hit that, you know. He was famous for hitting that. Why do you look so sad, baby girl? And then he turned to the side and then he see this. He's standing there looking at him. That's enough to trigger a person. It ain't like Chris Stokes set up this tour and did everything for the tour and like all of that stuff. No, the boys handled it, the men handled it on their own. They took care of the tour. So that's what I'm saying. There was really no need for Chris Stokes. He was just going to collect a check. That's it. He's not managing them. He's not managing the group. He's not managing any of the group members independently. He's not doing any of that. So there's no reason for you to be here. Go home. Why are you here? You gonna get your check? Like, why are you here? So, absolutely. Because this is just part one. I got more. Hold up. So now let's get into what Chris Stokes had to say. Let's get into when this first started, pretty much a little bit, and what Chris Stokes had to say, you know, about Raspy and, you know, all of these allegations. So shout out to MTV. So former B2k manager Chris Stokes is vehemently denying claims of sexual molestation that appeared in a recent online video made by the group member Raspy and his older brother, who now manages the remaining members of B2k. Stokes, now this is back in 2007, Stokes, who released a statement Tuesday denying the allegations made by Raspy, repeated his claims when he spoke exclusively with MTV News on Wednesday, December 26th. Okay. Among the allegations made by Raspy, born Demario Thornton, his older brother, Ricky Romance, it's romance, but it says romantic, Thornton, in a widely circulated clip, are that Stokes touched Raspy when he was a child and forced him to shower with other members of the group. The pair in the video, the pair claim in the video that Marcus Houston was also molested by Stokes. So they're stating that Marcus Houston had been being molested by Stokes as well at that time, because Ricky Romance was one of the original members of Immature. Okay. So when he says that he would make him shower, that Chris Stokes would make him shower with the other boys, he's talking about the members of Immature. That's what he's talking about. Okay. He's saying that he would make them shower with the other group members. Marcus Houston was always a member of Immature. He was always a member of the group. So if that was happening to Ricky, that was happening to Marcus. So that's why Ricky stated that Marcus was being allegedly molested by Chris Stokes as well. Okay. All right. Just so y'all understand that. Okay. So, all the allegations that are made are false, said Stokes, who currently manages Houston and Omarion through his firm, The Ultimate Group, which was TUG. Stokes says, "I'm not gay. I'm married. Why do you feel like you have to be gay in order to, when you are a molester? Like, I don't understand that. When you molest someone, that is an action. Okay? It's not a sexuality. It's an action. There's many molesters that molest both. Boys and girls. They don't have a preference. Okay? Okay? It's an action. It's not a sexuality. You're weird. Like, you're weird as shit. So that means if a man sexually molests, allegedly, God forbid, if a man sexually molests my son, does that mean that I should let him babysit my daughter? Think about it. Oh, he molested a little boy, so it's fine. You can leave your daughter here. You're just not gonna leave your kid there at fucking all, whether boy or girl, because it's not a sexuality. So I find that very weird when he states that I'm not gay. What does that have to do with molestation? What does that have to do with it? Make it make sense. A molester is a molester. It's what a murderer is a murderer. Just because somebody murders a woman doesn't mean that they won't murder a man. It doesn't mean that. Because the same men that are out here raping women go to prison and rape other men. So does it make those men heterosexual because they were raping women? Because if so, why are they in prison raping men? There's nothing heterosexual about that. Sexuality has nothing to do with abuse. It has nothing to do with it. That's weird. Abuse is an action. Hair flip. You having a wife does not mean that you didn't abuse any of these boys that are now men. It doesn't mean that. You having 4 kids does not take that away. It doesn't mean any fucking thing. What does that mean? Elaborate. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. What, so? Shit, there are plenty of predators that are in prison right now with families. Hair flip. Plenty of them with fucking families. Fuck wrong with you? Oh, he's annoying. He just sounds like a fucking predator. I'm not gay, he says. I'm married. I have 4 kids. So, been with my wife for 16 years and I'm not a child molester. Then why say it? Why haven't acknowledged it? So those are all false allegations. I'm gonna sue them. He said this shit in 2007 and he said this shit in 2019. When are you going to sue them? You swear up and down that these people are lying. They have been defaming your character, burlesquer, for the last 14 years publicly. Still no lawsuit. Nothing. Nothing. You have always acted guilty of this. Always. Always. Christopher. You have always acted guilty of this. He said, and I owe that to my wife and my kids. It's ridiculous. So then why haven't you sued? Why haven't you sued? You still haven't sued any of these people. You haven't sued Ricky, and you have not sued Raz. You ain't sued no fucking body, bitch. No one. Meanwhile, Kevin Sullivan, Raz Beats' business partner and COO of their company, Raz Beats Entertainment, said Wednesday that the singer is not ready to elaborate on his video allegations at this point, but that he is conferring with lawyers and preparing a statement that will possibly help explain his claims. He's quote, with something of this magnitude, you always look at what is best, is at what the best time is to talk about it. And he felt compelled that this has built up, Sullivan said. He was saying, I'm tired. This is my story. It's something that's spiritual, and God says it is, and God says now is the time. So this is what Raz B has stated, to his friend and business partner. Okay, that this shit is on my soul. This is on my spirit. It gotta come out. Like it's time. So that's why in 2007 is why he said it. That's why he came forward and said it, because it was like it's been too long. This had been happening since he was 11 years old, allegedly. So from 11 to him being an adult around 2007, a little older, he's like, I'm ready. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. So Omarion has also issued a statement, and this is what he said, that he said that they was lying, that we already read that in another article, about him saying that, that they were lying. So in the second part of the video, Raspy is seen arguing with an unidentified woman who appears referring to how upset Stokes is by these allegations, and says, why he feels threatened. Raspy says in response to the woman's questions, because the whole world knows already. They know the truth. So the video that they're referring to is when Raspy first came forward in a video and he was having a phone conversation, which if y'all want me to, I will play that in the next part. And he was having a phone conversation, bitch. And the woman that he was talking to, I'm assuming it's a family member, but it might have been like somebody entertainment wise too, like a manager or something. I don't know. But they had a lot of questions stating to Raspy's sexual abuse claims towards Chris Stokes. They wanted to know like why he allowed it, and a lot of stuff like why would you let Chris do these things to you, and about this and about that, and how upset Chris was by Raspy coming forward and saying anything, so it was a lot, and it was basically two parts, to the video. And Raspy, has stated, and a lot of people like what was his name, from Love and Hip Hop, he even made a song about it, and well, not a song about it, but no Chris, no Raspy, look a boy, a young jock, pouring them out, like, so around that time, that's when that song came out. He like basically made fun, of Raspy's sexual allegations, towards Raspy. So this wasn't making things any easier. You got your peers mocking you, for what has happened to you. Nobody in the group that this allegedly happened to as well is backing you, so I mean, it was a lot, for him at that point in time. And because he said in the video as well, like he talk about Raspy or Marcus Houston and Chris Stokes and say, they put it in his booty hole, so I'm just like, oh, you poor thing. So yeah, I just felt horrible watching the video. But I mean, he has never came back from that. That has always been his truth, besides before he went to China. And let's get into that. Raspy recants, apologizes to Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston. Raspy of B2k recorded a video statement recanting his allegations against the boy band's former manager and his cousin, Chris Stokes. I would like to send a public apology for some tapes that were leaked without my authority. I just want to say those allegations are not true with Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston. And I apologize for any hurt that may have caused publicly, financially. So let's get into that. Let's get into that video.
My name is DeMar Thorne, publicly known as Raspy of B2k. I would like to send a public apology for some tapes that were leaked without my authority. And I just want to say that those allegations are not true with Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston. And I apologize for any hurt that this may cause publicly, financially.
Okay, so this is, when he came forward and recanted, the things that he said. But then this dropped right after. Shout out to Straight from the A. Raspy's brother says apology tape not real. So y'all are killing me in this never-ending saga of Raspy, aka Demario Thornton, molestation allegations, retraction against Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston. Ricky Romance, aka Ricardo Thornton, Raspy's brother, has recently been interviewed by TNU, the New Urban. In what we all know to be true, Ricky states that Raspy was threatened and that his apology video was totally coerced. So this is the conversation, and Ricky is stating within this conversation that, yeah, that shit is false. They was threatening my brother. So, my brother had to come on forward and tell y'all that, this was fake, So let's get into Chris Stokes reacting to Raspy's coming forward stating that he lied. Okay, so this is Chris Stokes' reaction to it. Chris Stokes is reacting to the new video featuring his cousin Raz B retracting claims that he made against the former B2k manager in a statement released Thursday morning, December 27th. I'm happy that Demario, Raz B Thornton, and Ricardo Thornton realized their mistakes and admitted to lying. First of all, Ricardo never said anything. Okay, that was just Raz B, because Ricardo said this. This is how you know he's a fucking liar. Like, Chris, you are such a beige liar. Let's get into what he said. So, Ricky Romance. I just got off the phone with Demario Raz B. That's who he is. And the apology tape is not real. Chris had people force Raz to read a script and coerce him into taking money. I talked to Demario and the money will be returned. We want this done right. We putting this message out there for all those innocent kids who get abused and are then forced to be silent. TNU says, rumors have sworn that Raz B was forced by gang members to take back his statements against Chris Stokes. Is this true? Ricky Romance says, I won't say the names of who it was who came at Raz to take that shit back, but I'll tell you that there is some street niggas. That's all I can say. TNU said, since you released your molestation allegations against Chris Stokes, has there been backlash? Ricky says, listen, yes, I'm being followed. Niggas are threatening my life, but I don't care. I stand by what I said because it's the truth. Maybe I'm the only one brave enough to talk, but this shit has gone on for far too long. I just want Chris 6 child molesting ass to go to jail, period. This is Ricky's quote. And then TNU says, how is Stokes threatening you? Ricky says, right now he's trying to intimidate us. Chris Stokes is very connected. He is the best friend of the Los Angeles chief of police. This boy was being threatened. Now let's keep going. Let's get into Chris Stokes. So, we already read this, didn't we? I think we did. Yeah, we did. Okay, so now remember earlier I told y'all that J-Book and Little Fizz basically, now look, now I'm not trying to put words in nobody's mouth, but we about to get into this video. It's a short video of a series that B2k did called Life After B2k, because we about to be at our hour, so some of this stuff is just gotta wait till part 2. But we're gonna get into this because a lot of people didn't pay attention to this, but y'all know me. Shit, I've been paying attention to everything. So I want y'all to pay attention. Okay? They fucking with me. They fucking with me. They fucking with me. They fucking with me. They fucking with me, Chris. I'm getting this out, bitch. Look, they fucking with me. I didn't do nothing. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I've been doing this for a very long time. Fuck this shit. Let's get into it. Like I said, there was a show called Life After B2k, Chris Stokes, because we know you watch. I got proof. There was a video, there was a show that B2k was doing called Life After B2k. Okay? This, while they were filming, Raz B came out with that video. with the video of the first allegations when he had the phone conversation, with the lady that he was speaking to, and stated everything that happened between him and Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston, okay, about how they molested him, all right? So J-Book was pissed, and you will see why. Listen to why J-Book was actually upset. Let's get into it. Pay attention. I don't care about no strike, none of that shit. We playing this shit. Now, as you see, hold on. I'm trying. Now, J-Book and Razby is already sitting here talking. All of the people that are coming up, the people that are walking up, are all Razby's people. So when all of these dudes are walking up, J-Book feels threatened that these men are walking up and approaching, because Razby don't know what to expect. Because since he said what he said, he was getting all type of death threats and people trying to hurt him. So you'll see Ricky Romance, you'll see all of them. They are all here, and Fizz is here also. Okay, pay attention.
I'm not scared of me. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you, my nigga.
Now, when he said, "I'm not scared of you," he shook up. That was Ricky Romance with the hat on. When he said, "I'm not scared of you," all of these people, these are all people here for Razby, because they don't know what's going to happen to him. Like, people have been sending him all type of threats, and all of that shit, including low-key J-Book. So J-Book, I felt like J-Book and Little Fizz may have had, they wanted to do other things to Razby. I do feel that way. And I feel that J-Book was surprised to see these other people come, to see Ricky and all, because he didn't bring nobody. It was just him and Fizz. So he like, well, okay, I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of you, because you already knew what it was. And then you can see, look at J-Book's energy. J-Book came there to fight Razby. He came there to put hands on him, but also listen to what he says.
I'm not scared of none of y'all. So y'all ain't gotta follow me, dog. Ain't nothing gonna pop off, my nigga. Don't play that shit, don't play no bullshit with me, niggas. I'm just saying, nigga, don't follow me, just sit down. I'm telling this nigga.
So basically, J-Book and Razby went upstairs, and Fizz, and when they went upstairs, everybody else came upstairs too. So he's like, why is y'all following him? Like, why is y'all following us? Like, why is y'all? Because he don't know what's gonna happen. He protecting his fucking brother. That's what he's supposed to do. I don't know what you niggas on. I don't know what y'all on. He been getting death threats all day, all night. Like, yeah, okay, J-Book, he like family, but he's actually my family. This is my brother. So I see why Ricky Roman, he go where Raz go, I go. Where y'all gonna kill him, y'all gonna kill us. Yo, you got me fucked up.
Your niggas is here to protect you. How your niggas with you? Why the fuck they following you? Why they following you? I feel like anything is motherfucking secret. Ain't no secret. It really ain't. It's like, I brought you around my family, my nigga. Yeah, I respect that. I accepted your mother as my mother, as my auntie, as my family, your sister, as my little cousin. We had talks about being a team, and we had talks about, nigga, I could kill you right now.
Now that's Ricky Romance in the background with the red on, and he just said to him, nigga, I could kill you right now. J-Book, you came there to lay hands on Razby. You came there to attack him. Yes, you did. So I don't understand why you're questioning Ricky Romance and them like they don't know what y'all was on. If y'all gonna attack him, y'all gonna attack us. Y'all got me fucked up. And that's, look at his energy. Like he said, I could kill you right now. Like, that's a threat. like you, not I can hit you right now. I could kill you. So you are feeling some type of way about this man before you sat down. you were feeling some type of way.
Like, yeah, what the fuck? I can't trust you with that again. You dig me? It's like, tell me why I should trust you again. Straight up, we can go blows on the sand. Don't tell me I set you up, nigga. I hopped out my whip and told you no, and you did it without me. And I told you if you was gonna do it, wait for the publicist to fucking give me a.
Did you just hear what he said? Let me run that back. Listen to what he said. Now, y'all know what Raz B did. Raz B told what happened to him. Listen.
Wait for the publicist to fucking give me a up, nigga. I hopped out my whip and told you no, and you did it without me. And I told you if you was gonna do it, wait for the publicist to fucking give me a statement, though, so you wouldn't sound illiterate, nigga, and you're ignorant, nigga. I said wait, and you did it without me, nigga. Y'all better be lucky.
So you're saying that he did it without you. You're not saying that he lied. You're not saying what. So you're agreeing. Why would it matter if he needed to do it with you if nothing happened to you? He don't need you to tell his story. He can do it alone. But Raz B insinuated Fizz, and he also insinuated J-Boog. He said that Chris had J-Boog and Little Fizz fuck each other. Allegedly. So you're not saying that Raz B lied. You're saying that you're upset that he did this without you. Y'all were supposed to do it together, and the publicist was going to help y'all word it so that he didn't do it in how he did it to where it. So you're not saying that he's lying. You're not saying that's not what you're upset with. And it's the same thing with Little Fizz, because the Little Fizz is there too. He hears all. He's sitting right there. Watch. He's sitting right the fuck there.
I see past all this human being shit because if I really want to set it up, I wouldn't give a fuck about you, and none of these motherfuckers. And nigga, we got it.
When did Little Fizz jump up and said you lied? When did Little Fizz jump up and said you lied on us? You lied. He's sitting right there. Little Fizz just didn't want to be involved. That's all. And listen to him. He just didn't want to be involved.
They eat, my nigga. It's real, my nigga. We gonna die, my nigga. What if I told y'all niggas I had HIV right now? What if I told y'all niggas I had AIDS right now and I'm dying right now, nigga? You feel me? I don't need.
So he's basically saying, like, with all this molestation and shit that happens to me, if I told y'all that I had AIDS or if I had HIV, like, it's like y'all don't give a fuck. It's like y'all just don't care. Like, I don't understand. Like, why do y'all, how did y'all do that? Because I can't do that. Like, this shit happened to all of us. And not Lil Fizz, he mad saying, look, Fizz just didn't want anything to do with this shit. Look.
Need that shit, man. I don't need. If you feel like you need it, then go back and go do that shit, dog. Period. And don't bring it over here. I keep telling you, don't bring it over here if that's what you want, my nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit.
He said, don't bring it over here. He's not saying he's lying. Just don't bring it over here. Lil Fizz looks scared. And so does J-Boog, because even when J-Boog was sitting down, like, you could tell he was so angry. He was so upset. Like, oh my God. So let me play this back one more time for you. That's what I say. We got to pay attention to body language, all this shit, and their actual words. They telling us, like, what this is what all of this shit is about. One more time.
Want you around my family, my nigga. Yeah, I respect that. I accepted your mother as my mother, as my auntie, as my family, your sister, as my little cousin. Right? We had talks about being a team, and we had talks about, nigga, I could kill you right now. Nigga, like, what the fuck? I can't trust you with that again. You dig me? It's like, tell me why I should trust you again. Straight up, we can go blows on the sand. Don't tell me I set you up, nigga. I hopped out my whip and told you no, and you did it without me. And I told you if you was gonna do it, wait for the.
When he said he hopped out the whip and told him no, meaning I talked to you before this, Raz. You told me that you would not do this without me, and you did it anyway. How can I trust you again? This is where he's coming from, where J-Boog's coming from, why he's so upset. Like, we literally just talked about this. But Raz obviously felt that J Boog would back down, that J Boog wouldn't go forward and tell the truth. He wouldn't do it. So I feel like Raz felt like I have to say something, because if I don't say something, you won't. You won't. I know you want to do this together, but I just don't think you want to do it, because I feel like J Boog kept finding reasons, to wait just because he's nervous or he's scared, as a situation to be like, oh, well, let the publicist take care of it. Let her word enforce it. Just ways to, push it on. Raz like, no, this needs to happen now. Like, let's no time like the present. Like, I'm not about to keep waiting for this shit. Okay? Oh my goodness.
Publicist to fucking give me a statement though, so you wouldn't sound a little.
Waiting for the publicist to give me a statement, all of that. No, you're trying to push this to make it black. No, let's do this now. We don't need all that. All we need is our truth. We don't need all that. J Boog was scared.
Ignorant, nigga, and you're ignorant, nigga. I said wait, and you did it without me, nigga.
Y'all better be lucky I see past all this human being shit, because if I really want to set it up, I wouldn't give a fuck about you, and none of these motherfuckers. And nigga, we gotta eat, my nigga. It's real, my nigga. We gonna die, my nigga. What if I told y'all niggas I had HIV right now? What if I told y'all niggas I had AIDS right now and I'm dying right now, nigga? You feel me?
I don't need that shit, man.
I don't need. I
If
was
you feel
already
like you need it, then go back and go do that shit, dog. Period. And don't bring it over here. I keep telling you, don't bring it over here if that's what you want, my nigga.
I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I don't give a fuck about no money. I live on the street and I set this bitch off and I walk in the bitch and I shoot every motherfucking body and I shoot myself.
Period. Why is who what? Who? Yeah, I don't see him. I don't see who you guys are talking about. But whoever it is, get rid. Bye. Yeah, so what y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? Hmm. They all want to forget about the right. I agree. I think that Rash just can't get over it. I think he just can't, like, because it's still so much, I agree. This conversation makes me want to cry. I know, crazy, right? It says, wow. Mm-hmm. That's sad. It is sad, Monica. Very sad. Very sad. Yes, Monica Lewis. I had a similar situation and I didn't begin to heal until I told my parents about it. Absolutely. Yeah, some people that you just know that would have protected you if they knew. So it's like you just kind of, gotta start in certain places. So where are the parents? Good question. Well, Omarion's mom is really present, pretty much, because she was the hairstylist for Omarion. So she was around. And she's also the best friends with Chris Stokes' wife, Omarion's mom. But girl, it's allegedly that she fucked J Boog. Girl. It's alleged Leslie slept with J Boog. That's why they say Omarion left the show. Love and Hip Hop. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay, do y'all want to go on Station Head now, or do y'all want to go on Station Head later? Because we can just do it now and get it out of the way if y'all want to. Because then we could talk a little bit more about this in part 2. Because I am doing a part 2. Stay here. Girl, I did my hour, girl. Callie. Girl, I'm done. Girl, I did my hour, girl. Girl. Later will be nice. Period. Period. Just talking about some now. JT said, I'm so proud of Raspy for being his authentic self. Me too. I am proud of him. I am proud of him. Armand is on now. Is he? Oh my God, I should go listen. Oh my God, I should go listen to Armand. No, I'm not listening. Miss T talk about stuff. We want part 2 right now. Girl! Girl, Miss T, girl, you be putting me to work, girl. Girl, you put me to work. Now because I'll be at work later. But Armand's on. So, you know, I don't want to make people feel like they got to choose. Because I'm about to go listen to him. He don't be on like a crazy long time. No way. So I'll go live there in like an hour or two. How's that, y'all? Like an hour? You give it an hour? Because Armand stay live for about a good 40 minutes. 40, 50 minutes. So he'll be staying live crazy long over there. Okay, so y'all saying this? I'm in for part 2 too. Yeah. Oh no, part 2 it's gonna be juicy. Part 2 gonna be juicy. I got all type of pictures. There's all type of allegations. Some of these men in B2k have allegedly been in a relationship with men for 8 years. Did y'all know that? There's a B2k member, and there's this long-standing rumor that they have been dating a man for the last 8 years. But you know the tea of it all? Girl, he married. The B2k member isn't married, but the person that they allegedly been dating for 8 years is married. I was like, oh, period. So there's some tea. I was like, oh, let me find out. I'm like, oh my God, is this true? I was just like, because this keep popping up. So I'm like, wait a minute. Rabbit hole? I was like, hold up. I want research done. Everything. I'm like, I need to send them in pictures together and everything. And I was like, gotta be bug. You never know. You never know. But yeah, I was just like, whoa. Like, is this true? I'm like, I wonder. I wonder. Bow Wow not married. I cannot. And did you see my video that I did about that thought? And she had wrote that she had a threesome with Marianne and Bow Wow. And she said that Bow Wow be poking Marianne in the booty. And she said Marianne got a big old butt. She did. And she said Marianne got girth. She said Marianne got big down there. She was like, I was like, oh, go to Marianne. Oh my God. So she said he was big down there. That is. But she said that she was like supposed to sleep with Bow Wow and Marianne. But Marianne allegedly wanted to eat her kuka raw while Bow Wow hit him from the back. That's what she said. I didn't say that's what she said. She said that Marianne wanted to eat her kuka raw. Girl. He wanted to eat her kuka raw while Bow Wow hit him from the back, girl. That's what they said. I didn't say that. That's what they said. That's what she said. And it's like a pretty popular story. Like if you go, it's a pretty popular story. And she was a legit slut. So she could have been telling the truth. I don't know. I'm not gonna say she allegedly. But I just recently found out that one of the members has been allegedly dating a married man on and off for the last 8 years. So I was just like, it's like interesting. Like, I wonder if this is true. Ooh, not this. Hold on a second, Matt. Okay, so we're gonna station here in like an hour. So, cause Amar is still alive. Yeah, he's still alive. So yeah, we'll go live. I'm about to go make something to eat because I'm hungry. So, oh my goodness, gross. I'm burping and shit. Excuse me, ladies. Fuck you niggas. That's why Bow Wow so protective over Mario. Y'all saw that video. Bow Wow wasn't playing with y'all about his nigga booty. Like, Mario was like, huh. Bow Wow said, this is Marion, the king of R&B. He was on his Whitney Houston Bobby shit, girl. The king of R&B. So, yeah, because we got to talk about this on station because tomorrow I'm doing some hot topics. Because there's been a lot of stuff going on. So I'm going to do some hot topics and then we jumping right back into part 2. Because I also got to do my Quincy Jones part 2. Look, I got too many part 2s now. But I'm getting into Raspy first because y'all know, look now, I want justice for these people. Mm-hmm. When I'm probably about to eat some like this. I have this rice and like broccoli dinner thing. So I'm about to oven the shit out of that bitch. Mm-hmm. I'm about to go down there and oven on these hoes, baby. Mm-hmm. I'm about to go in there and turn it on 350 on you bitches. So she said, "Go now, Armand almost done." Okay, I guess, girl. Oh, y'all be putting me to work. Okay, let's do it right now. And if y'all come over, I will tell y'all who is allegedly been messing with the B2k member that has been allegedly messing with a married man for the last 8 years, bitch. I'll tell y'all who it is. And then I'm gonna put the receipts up. Well, the ones that I saw. I'm gonna tell y'all. So we're gonna go over there right now. Let me grab the link because I might as well just go ahead and just do it now. Because then I can go eat in peace and then go work out with my fat ass. So we about to go over there right now. Ta-da's. Making a super late breakfast right now. Yeah, girl. I have not eaten anything. I know Miss T about to come over there. Girl, I'm about to tell you, Miss T, girl. I'm about to tell you, girl. I'm about to tell you. Okay, let's go over to the station here, y'all. I'm still going to drop the link real quick. Alexis, girl, I'm about to eat, girl. You always getting on me about eating, girl, but you'll never cook me nothing. These moderators. Girl. She always trying to grab a say, Alexis, girl. Oh my goodness, I love her though. She be cracking me up. She always be like, did you eat, Sean? Black Snow, I'ma eat. I'ma eat, dang. Alexis, what you want to eat? I don't know. I can't wait till the day you really get a chance to cook for me though. I'm gonna be excited and it better be good. Yeah. And the seat better be down. It better be some toilet paper and the seat better be down. Damn, baby D. Okay, I'm about to go. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me. Fuck you, Chris Stokes. And until part 2. Oh my God, guys. Bye.